The Little Match Girl's Brightest Wish. Once upon a time, on a cold, snowy New Year's Eve, a little girl walked through the dark streets of a busy town. Her tiny feet, red and blue from the cold, were bare, and her ragged clothes offered little protection against the biting wind. She was a little match girl, carrying a bundle of matches in her apron, hoping to sell them to help her poor family. But no one had bought any matches that day, and as the evening grew darker, the streets became emptier. The little match girl shivered as she walked, her breath making tiny clouds in the frosty air. She was very hungry and very cold. She looked at the warm houses with glowing lights and wished she could be inside too. Through the windows, she saw families gathered around tables, eating delicious dinners, and children playing near cozy fires. She found a small corner between two buildings and sat down to rest, pulling her knees close to her chest to keep warm. She thought for a moment and then decided to light one of her matches. She struck the match and it burst into a warm, bright flame. She held her hand close to the flame and felt its gentle warmth. As she looked at the flame, it seemed to grow bigger and brighter. The little match girl saw a beautiful vision. In the light of the match, she saw a big, cozy stove, glowing with warmth. She could almost feel the heat from the stove. The little match girl reached out her hands, but the flame went out and the stove disappeared. She was left alone in the cold, dark street again. The wind howled, and the snowflakes danced around her. The little match girl decided to light another match. This time, she saw a lovely feast laid out on a table. There was a roasted goose with apples, a bowl of steaming soup, freshly baked bread, and many other delicious dishes. She could almost smell the wonderful food. Her mouth watered, and her stomach growled. She reached out to take a piece of the roast goose, but the match went out, and the feast vanished. The little match girl was still hungry and cold. Her fingers trembling from the cold, she lit another match. In its light, she saw a beautiful Christmas tree, twinkling with lights and decorations. The tree was full of colorful ornaments and presents wrapped in shiny paper. The little match girl reached out to touch one of the ornaments, but the match flickered and died, and the Christmas tree was gone. She was left alone in the dark again. Feeling more desperate, the little match girl struck another match, and this time she saw a bright star in the sky. The star grew bigger and brighter, and then it fell, leaving a trail of light behind. She remembered her grandmother once told her that when a star falls, someone goes to heaven. The little match girl struck another match, and in the light, she saw her dear grandmother. Her grandmother looked so kind and loving, with a warm smile and open arms. "Grandmother," cried the little match girl, "take me with you. I know you will go away when the match goes out, just like the warm stove, the lovely feast, and the Christmas tree." The little match girl struck all the matches she had left, because she didn't want her grandmother to disappear. The matches made such a bright light that it was brighter than the sun. Her grandmother took the little girl in her arms, and they both flew up into the sky, where there was no more cold, no more hunger, and no more sadness. They were happy together in heaven. The next morning, the townspeople found the little match girl. She had a peaceful smile on her face, even though she was cold and still. They saw the burnt-out matches around her and knew she had tried to keep warm. They felt very sad for her, but they did not know she was now in a better place, warm and happy with her grandmother. As the townspeople talked about the little match girl, they realized how important it is to care for those in need. They decided to help the poor and homeless in their town, providing them with food, warm clothes, and shelter. The little match girl's story touched their hearts and changed their lives forever. From that day on, the people of the town always remembered the little match girl. They made sure no one else would have to suffer as she did. Her story became a symbol of kindness and compassion, reminding everyone to look out for each other, especially during the cold winter months. Moral of the story: this story teaches us to be kind and caring. We should always help those who are in need, just like the little match girl who was cold and hungry. It reminds us that we should be grateful for what we have and share with others who have less. When we are kind and caring, we make the world a better place for everyone. let's always remember to show compassion and empathy towards others, especially those who are less fortunate.